Hello, my sweet crafty friends. It's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. How are you guys doing today? I hope that you guys are doing fantastic. I know I am. We're dealing with Roxy. She doesn't want to leave. Kevin's trying to close the door. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, if you don't see that little red light up there, that means you're on replay. Make sure you type hashtag replay and let me know you were here. Let me know what you thought of the craft. And I know it's a little early, but let me know what you're thinking about for dinner tonight. Gotta fix the little tank top here, you guys. All right, come on in. Say hello. Let me know you're here. There's my sweet girl, Sandy. How are you doing, girl? How are you doing? Good afternoon, Stacy. Hello, Shay. Hello, Angelica. Yes, Kevin was just here. Roxy was with us. Hello, Angie and Tracy. How are you guys doing today? And sweet Linda, I'm so happy to have you all here. Hello, Sandy. How are you today? I hope it's a good day, my sweet friend. Happy Saturday, Pat. It's raining where you're at. Okay, it's going to be raining here, I think, very soon. Hello, Beverly. Welcome. Thank you, Pam. Welcome. Come on in. Whoever sent the stars already, thank you so much. Sandy, you're enjoying this? I hope that you guys are enjoying this. This is such a great idea. Thank you for tossing the lace, sweetie. You're having some meatloaf and homemade mashed scalloped potatoes. Ooh. Hi, Meriden. Hello, Janice from Alabama and Jamie Dickerson. Welcome, sweetheart. All right, I hope that you guys saw some super cute things and found some other ways to use these super cute stencils, okay? Let's see, I think I have one almost put together over here. I lied. I don't. I thought I had another one, a full sheet, but I don't have one. I wanted to show you guys the whole sheet. 12 of these little guys come on a sheet. I've cut out 5 of them, and I'm hoping to use maybe 5 of them today. Thundering already for you, Lizette. Nothing for us yet. Oh, Angelica, I know. You guys need the rain. Butternut squash soup. Yum. Okay, you guys, let's get started because I have quite a bit planned for us. I'm hoping that I'm going to get 3 projects done for you guys. 3. So don't leave because we're going to do 3 things. I hope that you enjoy them and I hope that you will give them all a try. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you sprinkling me. Hello, Hannah. All right. Those that are new, say hello. Let us know that you're new. I'm so excited to have you here. Jenny, we are we're about 30 minutes from Savannah. We just moved here from California. Angelica, we'll try. Yes, 3 projects, 3 simple, easy projects though. I hope that you guys will give at least one of them a try. And in in 2 of our projects, we're going to be using a spoon. A spoon, can you believe it? Now, I got a variety of spoons because I went to Dollar Tree to find some. Well, welcome, Hannah. I'm so happy to have you here. My Dollar Tree, of course, did not have these. They do carry these. This one, believe it or not, is actually really pretty. This one came from, thank you, Janet. This one came from Dollar General, and look at that, only $1. And they beat Dollar Tree. Thank you, Shay. So this one is beautiful, and actually it's less than $1 if you have a Dollar General near you because it's 25% off. This one I got at Walmart. It was a little bit more expensive, but it is definitely higher quality. Now for this project, we don't need higher quality, okay? Cheaper the better is really honestly the truth. But I had an idea and I had to go and get what I needed. I was running around scrambling and looking for what I needed. So what do you guys think first? Halloween project or Thanksgiving? Well, Jennifer, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope that you enjoy what you see today. I hope that you're inspired, and we'll try something new and out of your ordinary. Angelica, you placed your order, girl? What did you say? Good, Angelica. Yeah, Dollar General was even out of stock. And Kevin has new utensils. Nope, nope. Halloween, okay. Thanksgiving. Oh, we got one of each. We got one of each. Halloween. Okay, let's do the Halloween first because it's probably going to take the longest out of all of them. And then that will determine if I get to do the third piece or not. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this up here. I'm so excited, you guys. I found this at Dollar General. It is a Lazy Susan. Look at that. $8. I just found it. Woohoo! I can spin my projects around now. I feel like a DJ. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. First things first. We're going to use this one for Halloween because I don't need this. We're going to cover it up. And we'll have some fun with this one. Okay. Now, I've already taken my little Dollar Tree board. Aw, Shay, you have? Okay, I've already taken my little Dollar Tree board. I have stained it. I know, right, Sandy? You cannot. And in Dollar General, in the fall section, it was buy one, get one half off. So I probably should have bought two and paid $4 for the second one. And I may just do that. I may take this back and rebuy it. Can't get any paint on it, though. Hello, Becca. Welcome, sweetheart. All right, we're going to start with this. I have already stained it with my DIY liquid patina in the color of Dark and Decrepit. My favorite all-time product. You guys, I'm going to turn the... Oh. Sorry, phone rang. I'm going to turn the Easy Press on while we work on this project. Whew. All right, I have some... it's kind of like muslin. It has some speckles in it, and if it has an exact name, I don't recall. I got it at Hobby Lobby, and I absolutely love the color. It's not quite the same as muslin. So here's your traditional muslin, and here's this one. And I don't know if you guys, yeah, you guys can see. It's more like an oatmeal-y color. Okay. Ooh, Laura, that's a really good idea too. We're going to take this and we're going to wrap this right around our spoon. Okay. Just going to put a little bit of hot glue there. Okay. And I'm just going to twirl it around. I can't see what you guys are saying, but you think you know what I'm making, do you, Lizette? My sweet friend Dana messaged me and showed me some spoons that she had painted, and I had an idea from that. Okay, so I'm just going to keep wrapping this around. Welcome, Caroline. Yes, Carrie, a mummy. We're going to make a mummy. I'm so happy to have you here. What does what do? What does what do? I don't know what you're asking, Sandy. Okay, there's that. We're going to put a little bit more down to the bottom. Yes, isn't that a great idea, Melanie? I hope it turns out in the way I have it in my head. I say that all the time, you guys. But I think that this is going to be a simple, easy craft that anybody can do, you guys. Even if you consider yourself to be a beginner crafter, I think that this will be something simple. Bleached muslin. Is that what this one is, Becca? I bought this so long ago that I've forgotten what it was called. Hi, Donna. Welcome, sweetheart. I haven't seen you for a little while. I hope you're doing good. All right, look at there is the start of our money. Money. Mummy. Money. Okay. Now, I have some cheesecloth, you guys. I got this cheesecloth at Hobby Lobby. This one, it's kind of an off-white color. It is in the fabric section by the notions, by the pins and all the other, not by the, I don't think the thread was over there. So I've just kind of like, torn, like really kind of damaged it, to be honest. I'm so glad you're here too. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Chris. Okay, so we just kind of like pulled on it and broken it apart and all kinds of fun stuff. Now we're just gonna wrap it around. Bear with me while I concentrate to get this opened. So we're just gonna wrap it around like so, okay? Hello, Lula, welcome, sweet friend. So happy to have you here. I just wanna make sure that it's not twisted in like a ball down here at the end. I want it to kind of open up and be more mummy-like. And then we're gonna get one more piece and do the other. Oh, Sandy, yes. Grandbabies would love to do this one, I think. Definitely. All right, so I'm just gonna take another piece and we're gonna tack it on. So how I got this piece to be so small, you guys, is I took a piece of my my cheesecloth. Let's see here, just to show you. Here's my cheesecloth. I folded it in half and I folded it in half, making sure that my edges were completely lined up. And then I just cut a very small piece off so that it's lengthwise, okay? You watched Christy? Did you enjoy Christy's craft? Hello, Deanna, no worries. Hello, Betsy from Virginia. I hope that you guys got to watch Christy, and then Talisa, who followed Christy. If you didn't get to watch either one of them, please go check them out because they did something completely different with our Magnolia stencils to show you different things that you can do with them. Sometimes you can't see past just doing one project, but this one's a bit small, you guys. You can't see past like doing one project, or you think, well, why would I want to get that? Because I don't know what else to do besides, you know, put this on a shirt, or I don't know what else to do besides put this on this one project that I want. So we're here today to show you multiple ways of how to use our the stencil and get as many uses out of it to make it, you know, cost effective for you guys. Okay, it is not wanting to come apart. It is really twirled up, stuck together. Really, really good. We're gonna see if we can do this. I might just have to cut another piece. All right, we'll start here. And hopefully, I don't know about my last one, we'll see. I had an idea to do some layering with the stencil, but I may not have enough time for that, but I will definitely show you what my idea was, okay? We will see. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be too worried about it being kind of the way it is at the bottom. All right. There's our little mummy. And then I have, if I can find them here, some little eyeballs, some little button eyeballs. All right, there's what we have going on so far. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, sweet friend. I've already kind of tied a little bow for her head. We're going to have a girl mummy. This is some gingham fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby. You can find this at Walmart sometimes also, you guys. Just going to put this on her head. We're going to cover up that little part where it was not able to really wrap around the way I wanted it to at the top. Look at how sweet. Hello, hello, Crafty Queen, I think it said. Mumette. I love it, Lizette. Mumette. Okay, isn't she sweet? All right, before we go on, we're going to cover the back of this. Now I put the Mod Podge down, or the stain, the dark and decrepit stain down, because my little paper is not 100%, and I just wanted to make sure that I had some stain to kind of cover up. But look at how sweet this tissue paper is. My dear friend Christy sent me a big package of goodies, and this was, she wrapped it up in this, and I saved it. Us crafters, we save everything. All right. Now, what am I doing on time? Where is my product? Here it is. All right, now we're going to use the DIY liquid patina in the clear crystal color, you guys. I am loving, loving, loving this product. I've had it for months, and I just decided to use it, and I love it. It is amazing when you're doing, Talisa, isn't that beautiful? It's amazing when you're doing Mod Podge. I've never been a fan of Mod Podging over the top of items because I didn't like the way it looked. It left lines. It was kind of shiny-like, even though it was matte colored. And I'm going to tell you right now, the way that this goes on, the smoothness of it, you do not get any lines. You do not get any shininess to it at all. It is just amazing. All right, so now we have a little bit of this liquid patina on here. I'm going to put this on here. I'm just going to brush it out a little bit, try to get all the wrinkles out. I am going to dry this with my heat tool just a little bit before I put my, yes, I'll show you the container. This is the clear one, okay, and it is called Crystal Clear. Sweet Mara has this at her website. Dana, my best friend girl, if you're here, share away, Miss Mara's website, Retail Vintage Therapy by Mara. Amazing shipping, great quality product. Go check her page out, you guys. She'll get you some hooked up with the goods. All right, we're just gonna dry this a little bit before I put the heat press on here to set this permanently. And you can see there's a little hole, and I don't care. Can you dry it first, then iron it? You can dry it a little bit before you put the paper on. I like to dry it with my heat press because, my heat tool, because it just, I don't know, I feel like it's not sizzling the Mod Podge. Okay. I'm gonna get a little piece of parchment paper. And then we're just gonna put the easy press down here. I usually do it for about 30 seconds or so. No worries, Cynthia. Hi, Judy. Now an iron, I've told many of you guys this before, an iron will work just fine. If you have an iron, no need to go and buy an easy press. Just make sure that you don't have the steam setting on, because the steam will defeat the purpose of what you're trying to do. Yes, Susie, thank you, girl. And what I like about the big one is that you don't have to move it back and forth. You can just let it sit, do its thing, and pull it off. All right, you guys, don't forget to hit those hearts. Make sure you sprinkle, bring our friends in here. Special sauce, yes, Dana. All right. Now, look at that. Isn't that really pretty? Now I'm gonna use my gator tool and I'm just gonna sand the edges off of this a little bit. Then we'll put the Mod Podge on the top of this and seal it on. Now, because this is tissue paper, you don't wanna go back and forth because it's gonna tear it. You have to go in a downward motion. And look how easy and quick that comes right off. Tissue paper is a little bit more fragile than your cardstock, because if you have cardstock or even fabric, you could go in a side-to-side motion. Okay, let me get the gunk off of this. All right, now we're just gonna put a quick top coat on this and we'll dry it. Hi, Pat. Welcome, sweet friend. And a Mod Podge right over this. Actually, it's not Mod Podge, sorry. We're going to seal it with our DIY liquid patina sealer, okay? As Miss Dina did share, it is considered to be a decoupage medium. Okay. And I do not need that again. Oh, Cheryl, I'm so happy to hear that, girl. That makes my heart so happy. All right, gonna use my heat tool to give this a dry. Look at how nice that looks. You can see, there are no lines like you get when you use our other friend, Mod Podge. Okay, now we're gonna glue our little mummy on here. She is gonna be so cute. Now, you guys, if you're interested in these minis or anything that I'm using today, you can type #mini and you'll get a link to my site. Now, if you're already a customer of my sweet friend Talisa, I want you to go back to her page and get the information from her. If you're a customer of Christy, please go back to Christy's page and get the information for her shop from her, okay? I do not want you to feel obligated to change your person who supplies you with your stencils and your goods, but if you're a new customer, you know, get somebody from someone you enjoy. Okay. All right. There is our little mummy so far. Now, I'm going to take, I got this from Hobby Lobby, okay? These are little oats, okay? Dried oats, I love them. I'll be honest, I'm a Sweet Annie girl. A total Sweet Annie girl. But I'm loving these oats, okay? I'm loving these oats because they don't break off. They do not break off. They do not shed anywhere. Like, I mean, you saw. You're a little late, but newbies get a pass. Yes, yes, welcome to our new friends. We're gonna put this right next to her. Like so. Just gonna put a little hot glue down here and put them on there. Yes, and if you're new, say hello. Let me know that you're here, that you're new. Let me know where you're watching from. My name's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace, and I am located in Georgia. I am about 30 minutes from Savannah. I am a new transplant from California, and we absolutely love it here. Oh no, I already got glue on my new Lazy Susan. Hello, Linda. All right, look. Oh, oh. It's falling off already. It's just jumping right off. Okay, look at how sweet that is already. I think it's a little tall. You might go this direction with it. Okay. Now, I'm going to make a quick bow with our Bow Dabra. Try not to knock down all my stuff over here. Hello, Catherine. Welcome. Thank you, Tracy. And where is my twine? Where did the twine go? Here it is. I just have some torn pieces of muslin fabric. Yes, it's so cute. It's so cute. Wait, we haven't used the stencil part yet. So, you know, that is the goal of our 3 lives today, is to show you different ways to use the mini fall stencils. And I have a cute idea. And then my next 2 are completely different. It's not a craft. It's something useful that you can use in your home for Thanksgiving. And even if you don't host Thanksgiving, it is definitely something that you can make and take to your oh my gosh, brain fart, the host's house, whoever's hosting your Thanksgiving. Okay. All right, who has, hello, Patrice? No, Patricia, is it Patrice or Patricia? Jamie, welcome, sweet girl. Yep, you can take it to your mom-in-laws. I have some ideas. Who hosts Thanksgiving at their house? Is anybody hosted at their house? This will be a first year for us. You host it at your house. Christy does. We're away from family this year, so I don't know what we're going to do. You go to your mom's, or his mom's. Can you guys believe that I made such a tiny bow in my Bodabra? Those that know me, I usually make bigger bows. And I always say, oh, I'm gonna make it small, and I forget. Hello, Lisa, welcome, my friend. We're so happy to have you here. I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you're inspired. I hope that you'll come back. Come with you. Okay. Just our sweet little messy bow. All right, now we're gonna do the stencil. And I'm hoping, let's see, I got 30 minutes. We got time, we got time. Okay, we are going to use a little paper tag. We're going to put a little bit of clear wax on our paper tag. Hello, Erin, welcome. A little clear wax on our paper tag to help keep our stencil from sticking on here. Okay. We are going to use this one that says, hey boo. Okay. Now we're going to just defuzz our stencil. I'm just going to put it on our cloth. I'm going to do it a couple times, especially. What size is the bow maker? That one is just the regular size, okay? There's really only two sizes to that Bodabra bow maker. There is the mini that Christy used earlier, and this one. I've never seen any other sizes beyond that. Okay. I might have gotten a little carried away with the wax, and so I hope this doesn't bleed. All right, we're just going to use a little bit of black paste. Oh, this one's my old one, and it is very dry. I might have to have Kevin bring me the new one. This one is, this wax, or this paste that I have here is probably 2.5 years old. And it's quite dry, especially with a move across the United States, sitting in moving trucks multiple times. And that is not what I wanted to happen. So when your paste gets old and dried up, now this one isn't that dry, but you can salvage your paste. This is a great example of how you salvage your paste, you guys. You just spray a little bit of distilled water in it. Now if it's really dry, you're just gonna pour some distilled water in there. Turn it upside down, let it sit for a little while, stir it, and if it needs more, then do the same thing all over again. And you'll kind of be able to judge if it needs more or not. But don't throw your paste away if it gets dried up. Salvage it. I probably did not put enough in here. We're gonna try to make it work. And I don't want to get paint on my board. Yeah, see, it's still a little bit thick. right, and then we're just gonna pull it. Fabulous. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness, that darn phone is ringing again. There we go. Hey, boo. Now, I quickly want to show you guys how easy it is to clean this, okay? I just have a little bucket of water here, and I have a big clump of black paste on my finger. I like to use a little board eraser, okay? And I don't know that you guys can see in here. I'm just using a little board eraser. I just have some nice cool water in here. The board erasers are amazing. Now, a board eraser is not the same thing as a Mr. Eraser, right? Is that what that thing is called? Not the same thing. Mr. Eraser is very, very harsh. It contains small particles of sandpaper, and it will be very abrasive to your stencil, and you do not want to do that. Look at how easy that was to clean. Okay. I'm going to put it right side up on the down side. Yes, Mr. Clean Eraser, thank you, or Magic Eraser. I'm down to like 3 little doodads in here, you guys. Hey, but we have something left for a project. All right. I like to take this, I will just rub it right over the top. Take my backing, put it right back on, rub the top, and there we go. Done. Clean. Now, bigger ones are a little bit harder. You can do some of the smaller sized ones in your bowl of water, but the bigger ones you want to take to your sink, okay? All right. Let's get this on. We're gonna make this. We got 20 minutes left to do our other 2 projects. Let's dry this so that I don't get it everywhere. Did you guys like that new bracelet? Pretty cool, huh? All right. I'm going to crinkle it because, well, do I want to crinkle it or not crinkle it? No, we're going to leave it just like that. All right, where is our bow? Now we're going to put a little twine on our tag so that we can kind of dangle it a little bit. Hello, Eileen from Michigan. Welcome, sweet friend. All right. There's our tag. You guys, you can dress your tag up. You can crinkle it, make it look old. You can just stress the sides using a razor and add some wax in. It just depends on the look that you're going for. Dana, I have done multiple ways. When I was in California, I stored all of my stencils in my closet on a hanging hook. I got the hooks that had the little clamp on it. Got them off Amazon, and that's how I would store them. Now my space is little. I need all of my closet, and so now I just store them flat. Yes, Sandy, me too, girl. All right, we're just going to glue this on here. Like so. Now, depending on the look that you want, if you want to have more of a printed, primitive, vintage, more vintagey look with the dirty, you could distress this with some wax. You can sand it. You can use some dark wax over the top of that and have something fun. But for sake of time, because I have 2 more things that I want to show you guys, this is what we're going to do. Now, you can add some wax. You can add some distressing. You can sand it a little bit, but there we go. And now you can make a matching pair. You can make a little boy mummy to go with your girl mummy. and have these be little sitters that maybe sit in your kitchen or on the mantle somewhere or the entryway table, you know, anyway. But I thought she was cute. Okay. Now let's do the next thing with some stencils. Now we're going to use that same spoon again, okay? Thank you guys. Thanks Lizette. Thanks Diane. And I'm going to throw my dirty squeegee inside my water, okay? We'll clean that and we'll just get another one. And I got paint all over me. Isn't she cute? I thought she was cute. Something fun to do with the grandbabies, a little craft that you can do with them. Okay, so, the top is missing. I had Kevin cut these off for me, you guys. There is our little spoons, okay? Not only did he cut them off, but I had him drill a hole. And I've stained them with the liquid patina. I did not do this side. I was gonna show you the back. We probably, I don't know that I want to make sure I get it done. So I'm not gonna stain the back of this one, but all I did was use that dark and decrepit liquid patina. Let's see here. Dawn, you can get the mini squeegees on my Magnolia shop site. If you type #mini, you will get a link to all of the items that I'm using today. You can take things out of the cart or add things to the cart, do whatever you want, but I've listed everything that I'm using so that it's easy access for you to find. All right, now, you notice that I have some different sizes and shapes, and it's okay to have different ones, all right? It's okay. That's why I wanted to make sure that you got to see that. Let's see, I put wax on all of them, I think, except for the one. I did not put any wax on this one, so we're just gonna put the little wax on here again. Put some on and rub it off really good. Now, I have 4 different stencils that we're gonna put on these, okay? I have Thankful Pumpkin, I have a Gnome, I have Blessed Pumpkin, and I have Fall Vibes. Diane, you put the wax on because, especially when you're using paint or stain, you don't want that to lift off and stick to your, the back of your stencil. Because your stencils are reusable, you want to make sure that you kind of protect them so that you don't ruin the sticky part. Now, the other thing that is really important is when you are washing these, you want to use cool water, not cold water, okay? Cool water, and cool water is very important because the hot water will break down the chemical, not the chemicals, but the stickiness on the back, the self-adhesive stickiness. And you don't want that to happen. Which one is whiter? Okay, we got, oh, we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it. I have faith in myself, you guys. Now, this is a set of 12 mini stencils. 12 of them. They can do so many different projects. There's mostly fall, but there is a couple Halloween ones at the bottom. Can you use a stencil on unpainted or unstained wood? Yes, absolutely. If it's unfinished wood and it's very grainy where the wood might come out, you might have some problems. I'm not saying you can't do it. Some of the wood pieces could come out on it. It might be harder to smooth the stencil out if it's very grooved. but you know, sometimes it works better for a vintagey look on that. Thanks, Sandy. Okay, we are going to use some, this one is, what is this? Almond. This is almond paste, okay? And we're just going to, whoops, I might have got a little carried away. Just going to pull it on through like so. Got way too much there. You're just going to put a little bit on. Take off the excess. Put it back in your container so you don't waste. And then we're going to peel it. And I'm going to pray that it worked. And look at that. All right, I'm just going to drop this down here in my water. And we'll do the others, and then we'll dry them. Now, when you're doing these, you also want to make sure that you kind of pull a little bit slow to make sure that you got the whole stencil. Now, if there was something missing, you can set it back down nice and easily without lifting the whole thing off. So you just pull it off, you kind of make sure that you have everything on there, and if not, set it back down and just redo it. There we go, there's a little gnome. And there is our fall vibes. Whoa, loving that one. And then we'll do our last one. Thankful. All right. We'll quickly dry these. Yes, Talisa definitely started a new trend. I can't imagine that on bigger pieces a popsicle stick would work too well. I think it would be very difficult to use that. You put, I put mine the side that was up, that has the most of the paint on it, down, okay? Only because it tends to kind of float on the top if I don't push it down. And that's just that for that reason. So when you're washing it, it's okay. It's going to be a little stained. Some of the paints will stain them, but it's okay. You just want to make sure that the chalk paste is out of the screens on your stencil. Now, also, it's very important to note that regular chalk paint will not work with these. You do need to use chalk paste that is formulated specifically for these, because regular chalk paint is too smooth or too wet and liquidy. It's just going to be a big smeary mess. All right. Let's see. I got some little. We're going to use that same unbleached muslin. You guys were so kind to tell me that. Forget what it was called. And where is it? Where did I put it? Here it is. All right. Now I'm just going to put this right through the little hole. Going to kind of twist it. I have a skewer in case I need to push it through. So I folded that in half, and now I have a little loop on the other side. And we're going to just knot it. Okay, but before I pull that all the way down, I have taken a piece of drop cloth and I've stamped Dad. Yes, Becca, yes, see beyond this project and what you can use these little spoon things for. What I saw in this was a cow tag. Okay, I saw a cow tag in this. All right, now I'm just going to, I left a big space between where I stamped Dad. I thought I left a big enough space. Apparently I did not. We're just gonna put it here. Okay, and then I have a little loop, twine loop bow that I'm gonna put right over the top. I got 8 minutes. We got this, we got this. And there we go. Okay, little tag, a little place tag for your dinner plate at Thanksgiving. You could also, I got a little paint down here. You can also just do this without the little tag. You can just type, or even just put the hostess's name on here, and you can put this on the top of a pie, on a wine bottle, anything that you're taking over to your guest's house, okay? So if you're not preparing a meal, you could use this as a tag on a gift that you're taking to somebody. Say you make cookies, and give cookies out, you can do that. And heck, you can do the same thing at Christmas time, okay? All right, now I got 7 minutes, so I'm not gonna finish these. You get the idea, because I wanna show you this last one that I have, okay? So I was going to do the same thing with all of the rest with these. And the reason I wanted to show you all of them, because they don't have to be the same on each setting. You can use them on multiple ones, okay, and make your table super cute and colorful. Oh, Sandy. Okay, so my last idea was this napkin. Okay, I got a package, an entire package of these. I found these at Marshall's. They came in a very large packet. Okay, they were $12.99, and there is one, two, does it tell me how many so I don't have to count? There's 8 of them here. All right, so a little over $2 a piece. Now there's a couple things that we can do with this. Since we're really just focusing on the one stencil, I'm not going to do the other idea, but this stencil, the ticking stencil, could be a backdrop. Okay, you can stencil this whole thing with some ink and use that as a backdrop. And this could just be a decorative napkin. Okay, it does not have to be one that you would use. So you wouldn't have to necessarily do this stencil on this whole thing, just the part that's going to show on your table. All right, great to put underneath. All right, now my idea that I had for this one, if I can find my little swatch here, I have a piece of drop cloth, a little square. Now, hold on one second, because I got 5 minutes. Let's clean our little stencil off really well here. I'm dropping things, guys. I'm dropping things. And I'm gonna go back into the container because I think I put my other one in the trash. Just gonna wipe it off. I'm gonna put this in front of my fan for a moment. Get those screens dry. You do not want to dry it with the heat tool because, like I told you, the heat will break down the backing on this and not make it reusable, I'm sorry. And the other thing is too, is that you want to try to get them covered up as soon as possible after you use them and wash them, because being left out in the air will also break the back down, okay? And I'm just gonna put this back in front of my fan really quick. Okay. What is that one? Let's see if this one's dried up. Hopefully this one is not dried up. This is ink, you guys, and the reason I'm using ink is because this would be a washable item. So when you're having something that is washable, you want to use ink because it will permanently set. You can make t-shirts with these. You can make hats. With ink, you can also put ink on glassware. Put it in the oven and heat set it. All right. And there we go. You guys can see how easy that was to clean and reuse. Now, if I was going to reuse this stencil on something that was the same color, it does go on paste, Lizette. If I was going to reuse the stencil on, say I wanted to use that same stencil on, all four of these, you could pick it up and move it over and you could probably get about 3 before you have to clean it. We'll use our heat tool to dry it. You'll want to heat set this. Yes, if you type #mini, you should get a link to a cart with the items that I've used today, including the ticking one, which you guys, this is so usable on so many things. You'll get a link to that cart. Now, please, if you already have somebody that you purchased from, please go and talk to them. If they're not myself, Christy, or Talisa, please talk to your person and ask them about these stencils. The only thing I did not include in the cart was ink because this was a last minute thing. Okay, so now you can just attach this to your napkin. I'm going to go ahead, for the sake of time. Yes, I don't have it. What you could use, oh gosh, I wish I had some down here to show you guys. Oh, I might have some. If you guys want to wait for me to run out to the living room, and how you guys can get this on here without having to use glue. So give me 2 seconds to run out there and show you what I have. Because you can get it on Amazon, you can get it at Joann's, and then you'll be able to wash it. Hot glue will probably fall apart if you put it in the washer. And with my easy press on, I'll be able to show you really quick how to use the product that I have. So give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, you guys. Okay, this Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. You can use this to hem. You can use this to kind of sew without having a sewing machine. Now, if you're a sewer and you can sew, this would be super cute sewn on. Or you can hand stitch it with some black thread, and that would be even just as cute. But this stuff is so easy to use, you guys. Okay, let me just, comes in a tape like this, okay? And we'll just tear a few pieces. And all you're gonna do is, I like to remove the backs on mine when I hem. Okay, I'll do this one. Yep, Becca, that is exactly why I have this stuff. This one is a little bit sturdier than the hem tape, and it is a bit wider. Hem tape, the hem one is skinnier, but this is really good for crafts that you may not want to use your glue gun on, but you want it to stick together. And all I'm doing is just, you know, putting a little bordering box on the edges. All right, we're a little bit over my 1 hour, but that's all right. Thankfully, there's nobody after me. All right, let's get our parchment paper and we'll get our easy press. Now, it is very important, you can use your iron on this, but it is very important that you do not use, yes, an iron, that you do not use steam on this, okay? No steam. Stitch Witchery, yes. My mom used to use that all the time when I was little. So Stitch Witchery is the same concept. You can get it in the grocery store. You can get it at Joann's, and it comes on a bolt, and it comes by the yard. Okay, and then you just kind of hold it here for a few, just a little bit. Yes, Sandy, isn't it beautiful? All right, you guys. Probably, it's got to cool. So once you do this, you got to let it cool before you try to pull it up. Now, you can set this on your plate. You can get a ring, a napkin ring. I kind of like the idea of making it just a tad bit bigger. I've not letting it dry. You can wrap some twine on here, some raffia. Tie some raffia around this and have a sweet little bow. It can be a decorative for your place, for your table. Sorry, the bow is upside down just because I was trying to show you guys what it looks like. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to go for. You can put this out on your table just like that. Yes, it will not only set the ink, but it will also set the product. Okay, look at, there we go. You can see it's already set. You have to let it cool. Yes, you can do a bow on top. Now, look at this. You can even put this on there just like that. Okay. Of course, it would be fine without. You can set it on the side. You could hang this by your water glass, depending on how formal you set your table. But I just thought that this was a cute, fun project that you could do for Thanksgiving. And absolutely, dish towel, you could work as well. What I was actually looking for was Dollar Tree carries the tea towels, and I wanted to find a tea towel, and then you could use a colored ink instead of black ink on your product. Yes, so many things that you can do, Sandy. I hope that you guys were all inspired by the three different creators showing them some different ideas to use these minis. We have more plans to bring you more ideas. Hope you are inspired. We hope that you'll consider, getting something. And let's see. Make sure if you're not already, giving each of us a follow. We'd love to have you and come back and see what else we do besides the stencils. If you don't heat set it, I missed what you said, Dana. And yes, isn't the tag so cute? Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry that I went over just a little bit. You guys have a great afternoon, evening, wherever you are at. I thank you so much for spending your time with all three of us. And let's see what else. We'll see you later. Hashtag mini if you're interested in anything. And again, if you have somebody that you already purchased from, please go back to them and get information from them. All right? Have a great night. Love you all. Bye-bye.